I'm doing great, man. You're doing great, like you said. Happy holidays, bro. Happy holidays. How are you feeling?
Great, man. It's another day, man. We already almost through November, man. If it's Black Friday, hopefully you're not buying a bunch of BS today. I didn't buy nothing yet, but I'm gonna check out some stuff, necessities, business items, stuff that I could see as investments.
Facts like the Pocket Pussy 3000.
Nah, and pocket pussy, that's not an investment. That's a liability right there. I'm not gonna lie.
Why do you think it's a liability?
Because it's a waste your money, it's a waste your testosterone, your time. You better off trying to go get the real thing or even paying for the real thing, to be honest.
Facts, bro. Cause it's gonna run you about the same. I mean, I don't know
Then
the.
it's plastic. Like
Yeah.
we already know the plastic's messing up dudes' testosterone. So you putting that on your dick and putting friction to it, I don't think that's too healthy for you.
I don't think so either. But speaking of that, what about like the Rose toys? I don't like those at all. I feel like it's like putting a goddamn battery charger on the coochie, bro.
Well, the thing about the rose, I don't know how the plastic is affecting women, but I do know they put those little machines that can measure like radiation frequencies from cell phone devices and stuff like that near it. That shit was going off the charts, so I know it's definitely not good for the poom poom
Radiation on the pussy don't sound too good, bro.
at all.
Bro, we can get right into this thing. Because, as y'all do know, it was just Thanksgiving. And how do you feel personally about exes or baby daddies at the Thanksgiving table, man? Because a lot of people have to go through that with kids and stuff. Because how can you tell a person, oh, your kid could come, but the mother or father of my child can't come with the kid?
I'm gonna need a more like specific scenario just because it's
I
one of
got
those
one.
complicated things just because ideally you want your kid to be around all of their family, but at the same time if you are with a girl or if you're a woman with a man, then you shouldn't be having your ex or your baby mama or your baby daddy at the Thanksgiving um if it's if you're in a relationship.
I totally agree. Looking at it, me, I wouldn't get myself into that situation. But I do feel as if I'm in a relationship, I don't care if it's your baby daddy, ex, I don't care about none of that. It's one thing for the kid to come. Who says both parents need to be there for the kid? Type shit. Like, y'all can do it. Everybody's been doing for the past. One parent go, and then the kid can go to the next holiday with the next parent, man.
Yeah, either they flip flop or they get certain part of the day here, certain part of the day there. As long as it's some type of situation that makes sense, and because you got to think, as a woman, you are so lucky that a dude is even gonna mess with you after your baby daddy left you. You don't want to mess it up by trying to bring your baby daddy into all these different situations, or because the right type of dude, like now I ain't gonna say you gon' like masculine dudes in general and superior guys, we're not gonna usually mess with somebody's baby mama, maybe unless the dude's dead or something like that. But there are these rare situations where you will have a very good guy and he gets with a girl, but I don't think she should mess it up by bringing her baby daddy in situations that he doesn't belong. Again, like it's a messy situation. I wouldn't put myself nowhere near. That's why I don't really mess with women that have kids already. And if I had kids and I'm not gonna be with a woman no more, I'm not. The only communication we need to have is about the kid. I shouldn't be at your holidays, still talking to your parents and all that wild stuff.
That is true. But what about for the people that say, oh, I don't want the kid to miss out on these things or miss out on having that family together?
Y'all already fucked up. The dynamic is so crazy. This kid gonna have some type of trauma just because his parents are not together. Then that's 90% of us nowadays. Like even if we did have both parents, them not being together, it showed us somewhat toxic situations and things like that. We had random people that we didn't know coming to the house, getting acclimated to us, then we never seeing them again because some little petty situation. I think just relationships in general make stuff all extra complicated. That's why we can't even focus on building group economics and family stuff because it's so fucked up. Because if a woman is with you, then she should be with you. She's under your covenant. That means you should provide and protect for her and all these things. But if you don't have control to where you can tell her like, no, your baby daddy can't come around in this time and that time and that time. It's okay for him to drop his kid off and pick up his kid and all this stuff. And I don't want to say like he can't come around, because if it's the kid's birthday, then everybody should be able to be in the same area and it not be like drama and stuff like that. But it's just some complicated shit. If you don't have kids, or you're thinking about having kids, or you're with a woman, just think twice before you get in a relationship or you get the kid, to if this someone that you're really gonna want to be with for the rest of your life.
I feel you. And at the same time, I look at it as if, bro, if y'all really wanted to be a family, y'all shouldn't be a freaking family, bro. Y'all shouldn't have went and dated other people and broke up, and now, you know what I mean, if y'all still want to be a family, you feel me? I feel like that should have been a sacrifice y'all would have made. Y'all should have just stayed together and say, you know what, we're going to work this out, we're going to stay together. But after y'all break up, it is no family. I feel like that's like having your cake and eating it too. You can't sit here, have a family with this guy, but still want to bring your ex to Thanksgiving, bro. That's not how that shit works, bro. I feel like that's a recipe.
And the thing about it is, yeah, you shouldn't do that, but at the same time, it's good for a child to see their parents interacting, being kind to each other and whatnot, whether they're together or not. But it's also bad on the part of you're confusing the child in the long run. If, okay, I see mommy with this guy, but she's also with daddy, but sometimes they're not together, sometimes they're arguing, and it's just very confusing. And like I said, just extra trauma for the kids, something that they're gonna grow up having the same type of attachment styles and loving and people in the same type of way, and just creating generational curses and stuff like that.
Facts. I like how you said that. It's literally going to confuse the kid, because the kid is literally seeing you with this man, with daddy, and then back to reality, you're with your boyfriend and ex. That shit is gonna be crazy.
Don't wait till the kids start really saying stuff and talking. Like, they're already absorbing. Yeah. Just wait till they can actually communicate what they want to communicate and say the things, because kids usually don't have no type of filter. Like, if you tell them, oh, don't mention this or don't say this, like 9 times out of 10, they're going to say it. Because, I mean, if you're a good parent, you're going to be teaching your child. If someone tells you, don't tell nobody, then you need to tell somebody, because usually it's something that shouldn't be going on.
Facts, bro. That's so true. And you know, kids, they don't have a filter, and for the simple fact, since they don't have a filter, they don't know when and what's appropriate to say it, bro. Like, my niece, she says everything. Like, when I say if something happens, she is going to snitch. My niece is the biggest snitch ever, bro. Prime example, we're in Jamaica, me and my brother, bro. He was walking around. She was like, oh, I saw daddy shirtless. And just walking around, and yeah, it wasn't nothing bad, but it was just the fact that she's going to say it, bro. She's gonna say everything. It doesn't matter who's around. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta watch out for it, and it's not like you can tell a kid not to say anything, because that's breeding bad habits. Bro.
Yeah, that's breeding you telling them to keep secrets and stuff like that, which they're gonna take that into their teenage years, and then it's gonna be a whole bunch of shit they doing that they ain't telling you because somebody else told them not to tell nobody, or they don't want to step on nobody's toes, or don't want to hurt nobody and stuff like that. Which that in the long run, like you said, is creating bad habits and stuff like that. So we like to promote strong family units. When you're ready, though, you don't have to force it and stuff like that, because I feel like that's why we have so many broken homes, is people trying to force stuff when they're not ready. We used to have just less bullshit and stuff going on in the world, so you ain't really have nothing to do but watch your parents and learn how to be a good wife, learn how to be a good husband, learn how to take care of your family, learn how to cook, clean, and all these different things. Because like you was talking about last time, last time, a few episodes ago, about why is washing the dishes seem like such a meaningless job, but like the kitchen in general, cooking and all that stuff, those are some of the most important jobs in the house when you really think about it. When it comes down to it, you're responsible for everybody's nourishment. You're responsible for their health in some capacity. You're responsible for their weight, their outline. The everything kind of starts with what you put into your body. So it's a very important role being the person in control of the meal planning and the cooking.
I totally agree, bro. But back to that thing. So I feel like, and let me know if you think I disagree. But bro, you can't do that shit. If you want to be with a, like, once you have a kid with somebody, bro, either y'all gonna stick through it, or I feel like it should be totally none. Like the only time y'all really should be together is like a birthday or something. Mm-hmm. But like holidays, any of that, y'all shouldn't be together because y'all chose to be apart. And I feel like that's just gonna like.
If y'all want to have healthy relationships with other people moving forward, you're gonna have to sever that bond and understand, like, yo, this is in the business of raising this child successfully. Like, that's what the communication is going to be about, and that's what all of the interaction is going to be about. Raising this child successfully so they can have a good life. Everything else got to be put on the back burner. If not, then y'all need to be together and get married and go run off, live happy ever after, and create y'all family.
Facts, bro. And it will be so much easier that way. So it's not confusing for y'all too, because it's gonna be confused for every holiday. We just booed up together, but as soon as the holiday over, we're back at our normal lives, bro. Mm-hmm. And I was going through this myself, bro. A little holiday withdrawal. You see everybody else boot up. I'm like, damn. Make me want to call one of my, it's gonna get my family back together. But I know, like, that's not it. There's a reason. My grandma says that there's a reason she's an ex. There's a reason she's in your past.
Looking back is never usually a good decision. It's always best to, like, if you do want that, it's the best to just look forward, work on yourself, and be active, though, when it comes to approaching women. But just making sure you aligning yourself with the type of woman you want to find. Because if you type of dude, you on the couch playing fucking video games all day, smoking, getting high, drinking every night, and that's your daily thing, and you're trying to find a feminine woman that's gonna be a good helpmate for you, you're not gonna find her, because she's gonna see you, she's gonna look at your habits and be like, no, this isn't the man for me. I got better. She's gonna understand her value, especially if she actually does have some value.
I totally agree. And speaking of kids, bro, I feel like the development of kids is so important, especially in young men, bro. Because we've all been through this, especially growing up. You start noticing the love you get, bro. The love you get from the people around you, like parents, moms, friends, all that. I feel like your mom is the only one that gives you the unconditional love, though, especially growing up, no matter how old you are. Where it seems to every other body, like every person else around you, it kind of changes.
Yeah, I think unconditional love in general as a man, it's somewhat overrated, just because if you're looking for that, you don't want to be a man. As a man, we have responsibilities. Not saying we are the leaders, we're the protectors, we're the providers. So if we're worrying about who loves us when we don't have shit and we ain't gonna do nothing, we already know it's only gonna be your mother, it's gonna be your kids and your pets. You know what I'm saying? That's the only people that's gonna love you unconditionally. If you're looking for more than that, if you're looking for it from a woman, because you gotta think, even we can love more unconditionally, but as a superior man, you're not gonna let a woman just do anything and you still love her type shit. Even if I'll say you might still love her, but you're not gonna be with somebody unconditionally. I think unconditional love and unconditionally staying with somebody, that can be two different things.
That is true. I don't believe you should unconditionally stay with anyone.
Yeah, man or woman. I'm saying we both need certain things out of the opposite sex. That's why we have the opposite sex. Even if you just look at sex in itself, okay, we need a vagina if we want to have kids and procreate and make our legacy go longer. We need a woman with a vagina, and if they want to do the same thing and they want to be provided for and protected, then they're gonna need a man. So
that is true, bro. And I feel like that unconditional love, for kids, I don't think it's unconditional either, bro. Because I feel like a lot of people, especially women do not like. A lot of women do not be liking their dads, bro. A lot of women be having daddy issues, bro. And I feel like it's really not unconditional. It's on the condition as you're providing for them. Because a lot of men, you know, it's hard being a man. Like they fuck up. So when they fuck up, there it's like always hits harder on the daughters, bro.
Yeah, and actually, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, what's really worse between an absent father and a bad father? What's really worse? I think they both are very, very bad. And the thing about it is, woman, she's gonna get the way she loves is gonna come from her relationship with her father most of the time. If he wasn't around, then she's gonna be more so attracted to those bad boys that have that avoidant type of attitude and style to them, to where and that nonchalantness. She's gonna be attracted to that if her father wasn't around. If he was really stern and did everything for her, then she's gonna see herself as having that higher worth. But it's a difference between a woman having that worth and seeing herself as somebody of value because of the way she was treated by her father, and just a woman, I'm empowered because I have a vagina and I can fuck who I want and I'm still a valuable person. Saying that fake worth that's a lot like most women nowadays have. You rarely see a woman that did have a great father and she holds herself to a higher standard than other women type shit. You rarely see that shit. But it comes if she did have that unconditional love from her father, because you're like, as a dad, it's your job to have unconditional love for your daughter for the most part, because anything she kind of do wrong, you're gonna look at it as your fault.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna look at that as your fault.
I totally agree, bro. And I like how you said that too, because I feel like when it comes down to girls, bro, especially like girls, when they are growing up, they need to be shown like the proper way a man should be loving them. Facts. And I feel like when they don't get it, then they start searching for it, and that's why they get in these toxic relationships young or lose their virginity at a very young age.
And we wonder why all these women are so wild. They don't have proper leadership. If you think about it, I was thinking about this too earlier. I'm like, all right, if a woman, ideally perfect situation, her father takes care of her, and he's the head of her household, he's the leader in her life until she finds a man that wants to marry her, then the role switches over to him. So is a woman ever really supposed to be leading herself? Not really, if you think about it. Like, honestly, I don't want to sound like I'm on misogynistic type shit, because I know that's where they're going to take that, but is a woman really supposed to be leading herself? Do we see what's going on in this Western society for all these women leading themselves? So the root of the issue is always going to fall back on the men as the fathers, that we were supposed to be that person for the daughter. So
that is very so true. Because just like in old days with the marriage, she lives at home with her father, then the man comes along, he gives her over, then she's living with the man, and they get a house together.
And and if they don't follow that, then they usually end up, okay, let me be boss bitch, this, that, and the third, which can work out for a very small percentage of them, and even them, they're still chasing some sort of fulfillment. So they either end up like that, or they just turn into some hoe doing whatever because they don't have a proper direction. You ask them what they want to do with their life, they really don't know besides fucking niggas and turning up to Sexy Red.
Thanks, bro. And have you noticed girls that were like overly promiscuous, they get very holy when they get older?
Yeah.
Like
a lot of them, I've seen that so many, especially the ones that were going hard in like high school, they get to college or that after college years, maybe find a boyfriend. They find a boyfriend, and then next thing you know, their whole social media is having to do with God and stuff like that. And it's literally because they get to a point when they understand, like, damn, maybe they don't understand the true reasons why, but the reasons why is because, damn, my dad wasn't in my life. I didn't have proper leadership. I was just out here doing whatever the fuck I thought was right and what I felt good, making all type of impulsive decisions, because we know women make impulsive decisions. And now, the only thing I can think of that will somewhat cleanse myself is to get all extra religious.
I'm telling you, bro. And I just thought that was funny. I'm pretty sure I seen a tweet about that. I just thought it was hilarious because it's kind of true. Because I know a couple girls that was kind of very promiscuous in high school. Now they're all about God. When I say they're all about God, all about God. And I think there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I think it's a step in the right direction, you know, as long as they really doing that inner work and they are following something, because you gotta understand, if she's doesn't have a man in her life, then it's literally boom. She's supposed to follow the man as the man follows God. If the man is not there, then she should be following God. That's why when it was customary for a woman, she became a widow. She her husband died or whatever happened to her husband. Usually the church would take care of her because now she doesn't have a man to follow. So she's gonna let the church. She's gonna follow them and let them take care of her and hopefully find a nice guy, a man there that will pick up where her husband died.
Yeah, crazy. That's so crazy. But I totally agree. I like that a lot. But I think it's just funny to me, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with finding God. Everybody finds God later on in life. Some people find it early, some people find it later. But I just find it crazy that you had to be a hoe before you found him. Type B. So I feel like if she did have like a more of a role model in her life, she might could have found him a little earlier before she was so promiscuous. Because I feel like it's easy to find God after you've done wrong and and that guilt is weighing on you. Type B.
Yeah, because I mean, you see it a lot of the times, especially when it comes to even a guy going to jail. You know, the first
That's
thing.
an intrusive thought.
It's easy to find God when you think about the dude in jail. He's kind of back against the wall situation. What's the first thing a lot of people start doing is to pray, which I ain't gonna say like that's like bad thing to do, but you really should have been on that type of stuff earlier, which you kind of just said. They should have been on it earlier as far as the woman, but you know, life is crazy. I can't totally give 100. Like once she becomes an adult, the accountability is on her. That's why a lot of them do start finding God. She is starts holding herself accountable for her actions. All the stuff when she was younger, she can blame her parents, but only so much, because shit, maybe the system is the reason why her dad, you know what I'm saying, got taken away and he wasn't able to be there, or his circumstances and stuff like that. But it's just about everybody understanding, you know, redemption is out there. If you do want to change how you've been, whether it was a hoe or you was a criminal, it's out there for you, but you just gotta understand everybody is not gonna be forgiving. You know, people, we say we're not supposed to judge, but everybody damn near judging everybody when it comes down to it. So
hell yeah. But that brings up a great topic though, and I was having this conversation the other day. Some people just need to move out their hometown, bro. That's all it really is. I feel like that can hold you back so much, especially if you was the hoe in your hometown. Everybody gonna see you as that, but if you move to fucking Texas, nobody know you as a hoe. Like your slate is damn near clean.
yeah, I know a lot of women that were either very promiscuous. Well, yeah, they were very promiscuous when they were younger, and they found some dude that knew nothing about their past, and they're living a great life because ignorance is bliss. Now, yeah, it's a possibility. You know, everything on the internet nowadays, so your guy can always possibly find out. But usually, if you've been a good girl to him, a lot of dudes aren't really looking back, even though you should get the whole facts. Like we be telling dudes, like, yo, get the whole facts on this girl before you take her long term. And that's why we say you want a girl that's somewhat youthful and somewhat pure. Of course, everybody ain't gonna be able to get a virgin, but you want something kind of close to that, so you don't have to be that guy finding out, damn, your girlfriend from Los Angeles and she done been slutted out on OnlyFans and all types of shit.
Facts, bro. And if you having a hard time finding a virgin, bro, go to the Philippines. They got little islands, bro, and you can just marry. I seen this today. You can just marry them, bro. Like you give the family $500 US, and you know $500 US is that's big money. That's big money, and she's yours, bro. You got to think she doesn't have sex because it's like 80% women in some of these like little towns and 20% men. No way. Unless you get that one, and she probably
that is always an option. My thing is, like I was saying before this, just about you want experience in life, so definitely get out of your hometown, like you just said, and move around, go see the world, go see different cultures. You think you might like something, or you think something might be for you, until you actually go around the corner and see like, damn, it's so a little bit better over there. Like I ain't gotta keep a gun with me all the time over there. Like, let me see what's going on over there. So it's just about being willing to step out and walk on it, get out of your comfort zone when it comes to shit. If not, you'll be in your own town. You'll be judging for everything in your past, and it's like, and not to say you can't change. You can recreate and reinvent yourself anywhere for real on this earth. It's just about, it's just harder when you do it in your hometown because everybody wants to see you as what you was.
Facts. Being on social media, bro, it has its benefits and disadvantages, just like everything else. But you gotta think about it. Most of the people we look up to, they're older than you. By some by much more than others. But a lot of people like Tate, isn't Tate like 37, 38? 30,
Yeah,
at
like
least 30. I was about to say he at least 36.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. And you gotta think, well, he did say he was a billionaire. Shout out that guy. Bro, but you gotta think, most of the people you see on the internet are literally older than you, bro. So I feel like, especially they're older than you, think about it. It took time for them to become where they are, bro. No matter who you're looking up to, like, no matter if it's fucking Oprah, bro. It took time for Oprah to become Oprah, bro. Like, people think this shit happens overnight. That's not how this shit happens, bro. And you can't compare yourself to these people, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying bullshit until you 36 and then magically you gonna be rich. But I'm saying start working now so that by the time you get 36, you're established.
By the time you get 36, you established and you have your experience. That's the thing when you bring up people like Tate, Oprah, whoever you want to name that's actually successful and had longevity doing stuff. Because a lot of y'all extra young. Y'all look up to the hot fucking Justin Bieber looking dude on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all look up to. Like, oh my God, I want to be like them. First of all, you shouldn't be looking up to little TikTokers like that. But like a lot of these older people that have longevity in whatever industry they're in, they have experience, they have life experience. So especially if you're talking about shit and you don't really have experience in anything, then it's gonna be like no one's really gonna believe what you got going on, I'm saying, and you're not gonna really be able to get as far as you want. So when we look at guys like Tate or whoever, and we see Bugattis, we see big houses, we see trips to Dubai and all these different stuff, you gotta understand it's years and years and years of work behind that. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't become a kickboxing world champion and didn't do these reality shows and all that stuff him and Tristan was on, they didn't do none of that stuff. Would they be where they're at exactly at right now? Probably not. They'd probably be doing some whole other stuff. And they definitely wouldn't be showing off all these results and all these things that they have if they didn't put in those years of work.
Exactly, bro. So that's my biggest thing. You just gotta put in the work, bro. You gotta put in the work so when you do get of age, you can have this shit. And don't get me wrong, everybody's timing is different, bro. There might be a young nigga 19 nigga turn. But you gotta think, is he gonna last? Like, I always say, bro, this shit is not over until you dead, bro. This shit, like, you can be the turnest nigga at 19 and be dead broke by the time you hit 23, bro.
You can if you don't have the proper knowledge, you don't have the proper guidance, you just looking for some shit quick, it's gonna go very fast too. Cause we got all this new technology, which is great. You can start doing things a lot younger in life, but that doesn't mean that you need to rush your own process because you see somebody else getting it a little bit faster.
Exactly, bro. That's why it's so important to stay in your own lane, bro, and focus on yourself, bro. I see too many people looking at over here, and then they try to copy or mimic stuff. That's where niggas fuck up, bro. You just gotta focus on yourself and staying in your lane, running your own race, bro. Because your race is different. It's not the same fucking race, bro.
You need to innovate. You need to reinvent yourself constantly. We see guys like, when we talk about longevity, even when it comes to rap, I like to think about Jay-Z. Constantly innovated himself. He went from the dope boy with the Benz to the businessman with the $1 billion companies and stuff like that. And that took years of evolution. He didn't stay, I'm going to do the same thing this whole time. You do the same thing the whole time, that's where you end up like guys that, he fell off, or he, you know what I'm saying, what's going on with him? Like, And we looking at guys like Uzi, for example. Yeah, Uzi got big songs and all that stuff right now, but what do people say in his comments and stuff like that when he posts pictures of him still dancing like this 3-4 years ago now? I'm saying doing like those little shoulder dances and just looking like a kid. As at some point, people are gonna. His fans are growing up faster than him. Basically, that's what I'm saying.
I feel that, bro. And we just seen that shit with Drake, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, don't get me wrong. I don't be listening to Drake like that. But at the same time, people are saying like, oh, Drake needs to grow up, needs to start making music for people his own age type shit. They saying like he's trying to stay with the generation, bro. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with trying to stay youthful, but at the same time, you do have to evolve. Not saying Drake didn't evolve because I didn't listen to his album, but I'm just saying that's gonna always be there.
Yeah, and the thing about it is you have Drake's older audience, the ones that were there since Take Care and before that. That crowd, they mostly want to hear bars. They want to hear luxury rap. They want to hear him talk about the new jets and, oh, he just got this multi-million-dollar deal and all this stuff like that. But you have the crowd that listens to the songs with him and Yee and stuff like that, and they like that type of stuff. They like that type of music, the younger kids. But my thing is, I think his focus should be more on his longevity audience, because those kids are gonna grow up and they're not gonna want to listen to that Yeet, Playboy Cardi style of music anymore after a while. Like, stuff just kind of gets old and your ears kind of change as you get older. You don't like the sound of certain stuff no more. Like,
That is true.
so I think he should mostly focus on that longevity part of his audience. If he doesn't, in which he did, he heard the backlash, and what did he do? He dropped like 6 songs on the Scary Hours 3 straight bars. Know what I'm saying? He felt like, damn, I gotta go for both audiences. And my thing is, the kids that will listen to the song with him and Yeet, they're only listening because Yeet is on that bitch. They're not gonna listen to that song and then go, oh, let me go listen to some old Drake. You know what I'm saying? They care about Yeet.
That is very so true, bro. That's why I said this shit is all about evolution, bro. Don't get me wrong, stay in your own lane, but I feel like you can't be doing the same thing you was doing like 10 years ago, bro. The shit gets old. Just like in anything, bro. I'm not gonna be fucking on the same hoe from high school 5 years from now, bro.
Yeah.
That shit is just like you just gotta evolve. It's the same thing, bro.
Yeah, and you have those dudes where high school was they peak in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, high school was they peak. So what they doing right now? They 6, 7, 8 years removed from high school, but what they doing, still trying to mess with the girls that they went to school with after they all busted up and beat up. You feel me?
I'm telling you, bro. If you couldn't get the bitch before while you was in high school, don't try to get her when you're out, bro. I feel like that's just like, unless she's like some supermodel and she didn't really elevated her life. But if she's the same girl she was in high school, don't do shit like that.
Yeah,
bro.
you shouldn't be, definitely not be actively trying to, if it's just some convenient and she throwing it at you, whatever, and you just on some having fun type shit, go do your thing. But no, you're not really doing nothing for you. And no, the only reason why she's fucking with you now is because she need that, she's craving that essence you got. She probably see like, oh damn, he's on his shit, he's still in shape, he doing this and that and the third. He look a little bit better now, he got his man body, you know what I'm saying, facial hair coming in, all these different things. Let me go ahead and slide on him. Which, that's only gonna take away from you, because what she got to offer you?
Nah, shit, bro.
Financially nothing, spiritually nothing. She just taking away from you with all them sex demons she got from fucking other niggas is gonna latch right on you.
I'm telling you, them sex demons, something crazy, man. You gotta stay away from them. Bro, succubuses. I like to call them succubuses. They just take, all they do is take from you.
Mm-hmm.
But that's really the same thing, but more so back to this topic, bro. So you gotta think, bro. You gotta get that experience no matter what. And I'm just saying, you don't get experiences by doing the same shit over and over again, or shit you've been doing. You gotta try new shit, go new places, try new foods, bro.
Because after, you only gonna be able to do the same thing, but so many times before, boom, you didn't master that. You know what I'm saying? If you throw 1,000 punches, you probably throw 1,000 jabs. Okay, you probably the master the jabs. You're probably time to learn some combos and stuff like that. Because if you just keep practicing that jab, yeah, you're gonna have a really good jab, but that's all you're gonna have. I'm saying you'll have a nice jab, no combos, no head movement, no footwork, and that's because you didn't decide like, okay, I mastered this. Now let me try this. And sometimes, even though your performance might not be to a certain point, practice beyond it. And I had read it in a book. It was like this dude juggled fire or some shit like that, and it was saying every time he practices, he tries with 10, juggling 10 things that's on fire, chainsaws or whatever. He's throwing 10 of them in the air. His show is only 8, but he knows if I practice for 10, I'm gonna do 8 very easily. You know what I'm saying? So go a little bit harder in your training than you need to do in real life or whatever type of thing you in, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter, like boom, with the rapping and shit like that. Go ahead and practice your performances and stuff like that. Practice running around on stage a little bit harder than you usually would. So when you get there, your adrenaline pumping and you might be a little bit nervous, but you got the mental reps in your head and you already know how to go harder than what you already was gonna go. So you're gonna be good.
Exactly, bro. And you see it all the time in professional sports too. Like Conor McGregor, he was in the UFC dominating. Bro, people think he just did that shit with Floyd for money or whatever you can say. Bro, that's literally him advancing himself. Granted, even in the UFC, you can still punch, but it's not boxing, bro.
Floyd was his biggest payday, I believe.
Oh, it really?
Yeah, I think so. Because UFC is gonna max out at a certain point because there's different levels of money when you're talking about UFC versus boxing.
Fuck it with that nigga Dana. Hell yeah.
And that's literally the reason, because it's one conglomerate versus boxing. It's like so many different belt federations and shit like that.
Facts, but that's still him working on taking his game to a next level. Even though it's because it's taken away from it. Think about it. In UFC, you can punch, kick, grapple. Now he's just only hands. All he can do is throw hands, bro. That's literally only gonna make him a better fighter, bro. Mm-hmm. And same with Floyd. Even though he's still in his boxing, you're fighting a different kind of fighter, bro. You've never fought somebody that's gonna throw punches, probably like Conor fucking McGregor, bro.
And then also the fact that Conor was bigger than and longer than him, probably mostly bigger than. Well, I can say bigger than all of his opponents, but was one of his bigger opponents that he's faced. You know what I'm saying? I think Jake Paul probably was Logan was probably like his biggest opponent. He fought with that in the exhibitions and stuff like that. But.
Hell yeah, and that was probably something better for fucking whoever the fuck brother it was, because you're fighting like a real professional fighter. So that probably helped his game a lot too. Mm-hmm. Basically, get anything to get out of your freaking comfort zone, bro.
Out of your comfort zone, extra reps, get that experience, and then one day, once you have mastered, maybe before you've mastered your craft, the results are just gonna start coming just because you've been focusing on the work, and then you already trained your mind to focus on the work, so you're not getting distracted like Conor also did. Once he started getting the results, he started getting distracted. That's why he ended up losing.
Yeah.
Shit was hitting different.
I thought that nigga Khabib was hitting a little different. And you gotta think about this nigga Khabib, bro. This nigga, I'm pretty sure this nigga didn't even have a television. This nigga in the fucking woods somewhere wrestling bears and shit. This nigga Conor on a yacht, probably getting with his wife. I'm not gonna say he was cheating, with his wife, with his family, spending a good time. But he's still not as focused as Khabib was.
Yeah, and that's why, boom, superior man, bro. We gotta be comfortable being uncomfortable. We gotta thrive being uncomfortable, because once you start getting comfortable and your opponent is uncomfortable this whole time, your opponent feel like he got something to prove, got the chip on his shoulder, still carrying that dog energy in him, and you fucking you feel like you reached the pinnacle. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about that shit a few episodes ago. When you feel like you reached the pinnacle, it's always another ceiling.
I'm telling you.
It's always something else to break through.
Every single triple. That's what I'm telling you. Any person I truly do believe this. Any person that's really on self-improvement, you're going to beat the shit out of a regular person any day of the week, bro. Like, especially like if you're actually putting forth maybe like 50% of effort, you're going to beat the fuck out of a regular person for the simple fact you're doing shit that's making you uncomfortable. Even if it's not the most, like, let's say you might not be waking up 5 in the morning just training for 3 hours straight. Let's say you're just doing something better than a regular person. Let's say it's just one thing, like just not being your dick. Not being your dick and watching porn, bro. You're probably gonna be ahead of most niggas, bro.
Yeah, and that's why I be telling dudes, like, you want to get yourself right, just start with doing one thing consistently. I don't care if you do 10 push-ups, so that's your consistent thing, then you do those 10 push-ups and you'll start to build on that. You don't want to be the dude that, I want to improve myself, I want this, that, and third, but I'm so overwhelmed because I gotta lose weight, I gotta get my money right, I gotta stop buying all these fucking Fritos, I got a fucking closet full of Hostess cakes, so I'm gonna start after I eat all those. Like, no, don't be that dude. Be the dude that's, you're taking steps each day, even if it is that 1% better, which I don't like that 1% better bullshit. I feel like you can get 100% better damn near every day if you really want to, really put the effort in. But something is better than nothing, because in life, nothing is really stagnant. It's either regressing or going up.
My coach used to tell me this shit every day. We either get better or we getting worse, bro. There is no staying the same, bro. You're not gonna stay the same either. So it's a choice you make every single day. We either gonna get better today or are we gonna degress? And I feel like, bro, even a person that can do 10 push-ups is better than a person that can only do 1.
Yeah, hell yeah. And you might be that person that can barely do 10, but you can get it done. But you're looking at guys who 50, 60, 100. You gotta understand, you gotta build your way up. Them same guys you watching, they didn't start off doing it like that and like boom. But you know what I'm saying, most niggas that's really in shape or you play the sport, you've been doing push-ups before you even knew you could do push-ups type shit. But if you're that type of dude, you need to, one, you get advice from somebody who's been through what you've been through. Right? You know what I'm saying? Me, I would never be the person that could tell a fat dude like, bro, I know how you can lose weight. I've never been overweight. You know what I'm saying? I've never been overweight. How I'm gonna tell somebody how to lose weight? That's why I do like that show. It's a show when like the trainers, they'll gain weight with the person they're training, and then they'll lose it together type shit. So like they know what the person is going through at the same time. And it be dudes that like never was fat in their life, and they usually gain like 20, 30 pounds just to lose it all, just to show it's possible to the client. And the client usually does better because they're getting advice from somebody going through the same shit.
That's facts, bro. And that was a great point you brought up, bro. And I look at it the same way, bro. If I haven't been through what you've been through, I might not be the person to give you advice, bro. That's why I was telling somebody this. I was like, bro, you should start talking about something. So if I can start a YouTube, do something, bro. It was like, I just feel like it's oversaturated. And I used the bread aisle. I was like, bro, there's 100 types of bread in the aisle. They all be getting fucking picked up, bro. You can't think something is oversaturated because you might have went through something I've never went through. Same like Jay, he's went through shit I've never been through. So some shit is gonna be best you talk to this nigga. Some shit is probably you best you talk to me, but it's gonna be so. What are you going through at the time? You feel me?
Even if you do see someone that looks like damn so similar to you, it's still different. It's always still different. A lot of people, they look at stuff so vaguely. Even myself, boom, I look at Sexy Red, Meg Thee Stallion as somewhat of cut from the same cloth to me. But you know, there's differences in between them. Meg, she a little smarter, I guess, because she went to college allegedly. Then I mean, she free toy, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying about that. But she got out of that situation, so she definitely probably somewhat smarter. But I look at it like, boom, they kind of the same. But each one of them, I guarantee 20, 30 years later in life, they'll have two different perspectives. They both will have some type of insight to give somebody, like even if it's just telling you what not to do with your life.
Facts, bro. But you gotta think, they're similar, but not. And pause, because I said I wasn't gonna talk about this shit, but now I'm riled up again. Did you see that fucking Instagram, that IG live clip? Yeah. Talk about some, I'm gonna be more stingy with the... Bro, this shit is crazy because she's still over here laughing like there isn't a man locked up right now for some shit that she had to do with.
She trolling the fuck out of motherfuckers because one, she's not gonna be stingy with her vagina, and like she's not gonna do that. She's gonna be throwing that thing. She can't help it. You gotta think. Even if you want to change your life, you gotta think about her music, her songs, all the bars about being a hoe and a freak and all that shit. just her being on stage and singing that shit over and over and over, it's going in her subconscious now. It's like it's in her subconscious to be a freak hoe. So it's like she would literally have to literally change her life, stop with the music. She might have to come out with a whole new album talking about being stingy with the coochie to really and throw away. Yeah, exactly. Multiple albums to really clean up that part of her life.
I'm telling you, bro. And yeah, I just think she's just trolling me. She might just be trolling type shit.
You know, niggas like us that don't like that shit, don't appreciate that shit. But she don't care. You already heard what Party Talk said about her in the song. She very selfish, falling out with everybody, and she uses her trauma and her pain to her advantage to get sympathy and empathy from people, which she's good at all of that. She's very strategic with the stuff she does. Like, she's free right now to this day after assaulting Kelsey in a car, so allegedly.
Crazy. But, and that's just the realest shit, bro. And to me, it's just like, bro, if you gonna be sorry for something, be sorry. But it's just the fact that this is all coming out now. But when this shit was happening, she wasn't this kind of. She was crying and shit. And I just don't feel like. I feel like I was manipulated. I think that's what it really is.
I feel like she did. She manipulated a lot of people. And a lot of women are still. They're gonna be manipulated forever. No matter what evidence comes out. No matter how many times she gets proven to be a liar. They don't care. They standing on it. And it's because a lot of these women. They resonate with that. They resonate with being liars. They resonate with being manipulators. They resonate with this nigga did this one little teensy weensy thing wrong, so I'ma blow it up and forget everything bad that I did and let him be the bad guy and I'ma play the victim. That's all it is. A lot of bitches resonate with being that victim mentality.
Facts, bro, and I hate that shit, bro. When I say that might be one of my biggest pet peeves, and now that's men or women, bro, because I be looking at shit like this. Men that do it. Little bit worse for the simple fact I feel like men, we've all been through shit that's like we could be still crying over type shit.
We all could be sitting in a victim mentality over hella shit as guys, but we choose to not be that. We choose to hold ourselves accountable and find some type of fault in the situation, because even if it's something with a woman, like I always say, Tori's definitely accountable for putting himself in that situation.
Facts, bro, and that's how I look at it. Everything in my life, take responsibility. Even if it wasn't all my fault, it is still all my fault, bro.
That's the best way to carry it, bro. Because if you do that, then you got power, bro, over all those situations. Now you got the power to change these things. If you want to play victim, then that means everything else got power over you, and you can let the smallest little things somebody else do control your emotions. You fucked up.
I'm telling you, every single trip, bro. Because it'd be the same thing when people be like, oh, I come from a rough background. I come from this neighborhood, that neighborhood. Bro, I look at it as like, bro, we all come from that. Like, granted, I know we all don't, but I'll be like, bro, I'm not going to say my upbringing was harder than his or his was harder than mine. I'm saying it don't matter what upbringing was harder, bro. What are you going to do about this shit, bro?
By the time you get to an adult age when you can make your own decisions, even if you got $0 in your pocket at 18, you can make something out of yourself. It's just gonna take some sacrifice, and it's gonna take for you to leave some things alone, leave some people alone. You can get out of your situation, bar you got some type of illness or disease that's keeping you in it. But besides that, you a man, 2 arms and 2 legs. There's literally no excuse for you to be out here playing victim. I don't care if it's the government, white man, whatever you want to say is keeping you down or holding you back. That's literally yourself and your belief system holding yourself back.
I'm telling you, every single trip. And it was somebody that said this, like, about being oppressed, like, oppressed where, my nigga? Like, yeah, we can all say, oh yeah, the white man, but man, fuck that shit, bro. That shit is literally irrelevant. I promise you, that shit is real. Nobody cares. Yeah. And what are you gonna do about this shit?
Exactly, bro. Like, if you let that become your belief system to have all this shit that's holding you down, it's gonna hold you down. And like I said, it's really you holding yourself down, but you projecting and putting it on everything else. When if you really want to be a superior man, you want to be an enlightened person, you cannot look at life like that. You gotta, like I always say, move through this world with kindness and love, avoid degeneracy and things like that. That anything that can bring you away from your purpose and God and yourself, anything that's taking you away from that, you avoid that shit. For the most part, you will be good, and you figure out what your purpose is, which is your talent plus helping people. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good formula. Something you good at, something you know how to do, something you passionate about, plus a way that you can help somebody. And like it's beyond being a man, raising your kids and being a leader. That's gonna be where your purpose lies, and you figure out what you want to do through that.
I'm telling you, bro, that was great. Clip this. Hey, clip that. For real shit. Clip that, chat. Bro, literally, bro. And it doesn't matter where you came from, bro. Because I feel like we can all go back and forth about that shit, bro. And women, too. Now we speaking to the women. Bro, it's the same thing. It doesn't matter if your father was in your life, your mother, whatever. Everybody has it hard, bro.
You got to do the work. You want a better life, you have to do the work. You got to look with all the answers you need is going to be within. You sit there, sit in the silence, put the phone away for a second. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't sit in silence. They need some sort of outside stimulation to prevent them from dealing with their own thoughts and stuff like that.
I'm telling you, bro. And you keep, and it's just like anything. People do it with like alcohol, drugs, and shit too, bro. Sometimes, bro, you just gotta be alone, bro. If you can't sit there with your own thoughts, bro, you got bigger problems, bro. I promise you got bigger problems. For the simple fact, that's all you really got in this world is you, my nigga. Like, that's all you really got. Like when everything's gone, no nothing. Like when you die, bro, only thing you gonna have your soul, like your innermost part, my nigga. Like the only thing you came in this world with, my nigga. Like that's why I said all that. Oh, he did this, she did this. Oh, I'm this way because of this. That's bullshit, bro. I don't care what kind of trauma it was. I don't care if it was an ex, bro. It does not matter. That shit is on you to fix it. And yeah, you might say it's not fair, but life isn't fair, my nigga. Who said life is fair? What book when you came into the world, or what person was like, yeah, life is gonna be totally fair, everything's gonna work out?
I mean, my thing is, see, I have a different definition of fair because I kind of believe it is fair. If you come into this world, like I said, healthy, 2 arms and 2 legs, you got it just as good as anybody else. And don't let you be born in America. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about life not fair, and there's niggas in third world countries don't even got clean drinking water, and you fucking worried about your boyfriend breaking up with you. Like, come on now. Like, for most of us, life is more than fair.
I'm telling you, hella generous.
Yeah, like if you look at the statistics when it comes to like money around the world, you got $100. You know, some people working for like $10 a month or less. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to translating their money into USD, like you want to talk about, oh, I got these little problems and life not fair. I think life is definitely very fair if you are American. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, no country in this world is perfect, and I definitely know that firsthand. Just seeing other countries, like, yeah, it make you want to go to another country, but you don't want to go to another country and work a job in that country. No, you want to. Most people that want to go to another country, they want to take their American dollars and go to another country. So you can't really say like, America just not fair.
I'm telling you, bro, and I'm glad you brought that shit up, bro, because I'm telling people in Jamaica, bro, they're literally catching rainwater, my nigga, and using that, bro. Like, they're praying for rain. They're praying for good crops, bro, because, you know, they be bartering, doing all kind of stuff. And that's why I be thinking, especially you in America, bro, you got it good, bro.
Yeah, we over here, we're fighting to be able to, abort babies. In some countries, they having 10 kids just because they know 6 of them might not make it past 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? Shit different.
I'm telling, or don't even have the resources to abort the baby, or they fucking using the co-hangers.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have... we live in a soft society when we're arguing about stuff like abortion and gender and this, all these different things. Those are our biggest problems. Niggas waking up, bombs flying and shit like that. Like,
oh my God. Bro, literally, niggas waking up, they bombing whole hospitals and shit, my nigga, and you're arguing because somebody misgendered you.
Come on now. That's
crazy, my nigga. That's crazy.
So definitely, like, say all that to say, like, Thanksgiving just passed, man. Be grateful. You alive, you breathing, you healthy. You got another chance to do what you want to do. that should put some motivation in yourself right there. That's why I be hating people say, oh, I need motivation, and da 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 da. Be your own motivation and take a second to think about the things you're grateful for and all the things you have. And the fact that you got a chance to get where you want to get to, that's it. That should be enough for you right there.
I'm telling you, bro. But that's going to be the end of today's episode, man. Clip that, though, chat. Clip that. We just want to say thank y'all for staying to the end. Man, we love y'all, man. Make sure, say something you're grateful for in the goddamn comments.
Yes, sir. Say something you're grateful for. Like I said, don't go spending all y'all money on bullshit just because you see the price slash a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Get something that's going to help you, you feel me? It might be a camera. It might be a goddamn 3D printer. It might be one of them little cartridges. I don't know what you going to get. But get something that's going to be helpful for you, man.
Facts.
As always, we love y'all.